This video is going to go through the course instruction form that instructional staff and faculty can fill out before implementing test accommodation requests. So I am on the Center for Accessibility and Disability Resources webpage, and we can access the instructor portal by clicking the Login to AIM button on the Faculty and Staff module. So once we are logged in, the first page will be the dashboard for the instructor portal. It'll show any students who requested accommodations, different courses, all of that information. So on the left-hand menu, there's an alternative testing tab. That can be selected, and we will go to the course instruction form tab on the top. This will bring up courses. Right now it's all courses. You can select to change it to courses without the course instruction form completed already, or just leave it for any course that's in there. So what I'm going to do here is select my Success 101 course and then specify the course instruction form. So it tells me a bit about the class. It will go through and ask questions about the structure of the exam, any testing aids that are standard for any exam or quiz. If no testing aids or tools are allowed, that's okay. You can leave comments there if note cards are allowed on certain occasions, or if there are any other notes that you would want the accommodated testing staff to know. Contact information, the best way to reach the instructor during a test. So you can select your preference there. Now this question can be a bit confusing. Sometimes students' schedules will conflict with their extended time. They are expected to take courses during the meeting time for their class. However, if they have back-to-back classes, if there are limitations with the proctoring hours and accommodated testing, there might be occasions where a student needs to take their test at a slightly different time. If yes is selected for this question, allowing flexibility, that means that accommodated testing would have the authority to approve the test as long as it was close to the class scheduled time. That would reduce an email message asking for approval for every student. For example, if you have a 10:20 class and the student has back-to-back classes and requests to begin their exam at 9:20, that's not scheduled at the exact starting time of the class, but it overlaps with the class meeting time. So selecting yes would allow accommodated testing to move forward with approving that test request submitted by the student without having to reach out and gain additional approval. If no is selected, an additional comment will be required. So that might just be, share a little bit more information about the class or any parameters that exist or limitations with flexibility for testing times. The last question here, just make sure that any tests that are submitted to accommodated testing are compliant with digital accessibility requirements. So using the accessibility checkers, making sure that they are readable by e-readers and assistive technology that might be used. We want to make sure that everything we're submitting for students will be up to those standards. The last piece is just contact information. This is optional if you want to leave a phone number for accommodated testing staff to reach out to. If a question should arise about a test, you are welcome to put that here. Otherwise, we will just submit the course instruction form, confirm, and it is completed. Now when a student submits their test request, all of these proctoring instructions for this section and this course will be applied to that request.